Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected.
Fixerbot says.
Welcome. Stream starts in 5 minutes.
Well, we don't want the intro. I shouldn't have started Streamerbot. Let's start Firefox 2. So, how long did it take? I think it took like 15 seconds for it to restart. So I really hope that's restart did the trick. No. Yeah, so I'll have to go check stuff. I was mostly focused on just getting it started again, right? I'm gonna restart the camera now. That was the camera. ILCA68. There.
T-minus 4 minutes.
Yeah, so we didn't get it up on just restarting. It was not 100% one. I also want to remove one of the other hard drives, mess about with it, and do stuff. So I guess I'll do that tonight. But first, what should we do? You know, I copied the stuff, I didn't paste it. That's always smart, right? Let's copy this from inside my VM and not paste it. So, this one won't appear today in my stream because I hopping over to Undecypher at 17. I'm thinking we'll raid them, hopefully. So, Panda, how long did it take to restart? You must have timed me now. I will be disappointed if you didn't time this. So this is still on.
I wasn't paying attention, lol.
Seriously, dude. It's okay. So I actually counted like 1, 2, 3, and it was like 15, 18 seconds, something, to restart itself. But then clicking this button and creating a new YouTube one, it feels longer, but it's like, I don't know, 5 seconds maybe. So let's see. I'm just getting everything where it's supposed to be again. We have both TTSs up. And we have the camera up here still. So what do you want to do? You decide. We have like almost 2 hours. Though first, and while we think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go and make sure my kid's ready for his meeting in 13 minutes. So.
Fixerbot says.
Stream about to start, 1 minute left.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I should set up another computer, right? So that I can stream like rebuilding this one. So I have a lot of computer parts. And I think that one and that one is probably... I don't have any computers in here, right? They're probably working just slower than this one. And this one can handle a VM or two, possibly, without dying. So I'm kind of thinking, while we're on it, why not check what motherboard I have and see what memory I'm thinking this one, even if I were to use this as a server and buy a new one, which is kind of expensive. All the parts we just checked, it's like 300 if I do it in dollars, or $300 or euro for a processor, for memory, for the motherboard. You know, it just increases. So what else? What else? I'm like, okay, whatever. So Adeline, we bought the hard drive. So we have the hard drive already, and we have a new OS drive. And I'm like, where did I put those tabs? Are they in here? Nah. Let's go dust in, right? So now we ended up in hardware mode, in computer hardware mode even. And this is already set to... It's kind of odd not to have the mic in a nice place right in front of me. I don't have to be like, oh, did I put the mic where it's supposed to be? Right, it's always there now. Great. So let's see. I think it was like computer components. There we go. Yeah, of course we need a graphic card. We don't need a box. I have boxes. I have power supplies, but we need a graphic card too, a new one. And that's not cheap either. And yeah, so that's why I'm thinking this one, upgrade memory, that's probably the first step. So as we just had the camera on, let's go back to that scene. What happened with this thing, by the way? Oh, it's not maximized, my OBS. So if I go to the odd new scene that I can't find there, and we start this camera again with a light, do you think we can see what the motherboard name is? What do you think? So this is, I'm used to having my mic on an arm like this, and now it's just nicely there. And the blue is totally good enough for me, you know? It's not like I'm singing or anything, right? Hopefully. So let's see if we can find the motherboard name. Now we have the hard drive connected here, so I'm going to actually put this one here and put the hard drive on there, because this is metal after all. And we don't want it to short any of the tiny connections underneath there. Though it's mostly nothing. And they're probably isolated, but can we see? We can unscrew these.
Panatong says.
You need more 20 terabytes drives to set up a RAID. You don't want that thing failing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just getting one. And then, so I hold the screws here for the thing. So now, getting the glass off, because we can't really see anything through the glass. It's a reflective thing. So you'll have to tell me, yeah, your motherboard is right. So dusty. It's always dusty when you start here. So here we can see, right? Let's see, what does it say? I can't see a thing. Strix C270.
Z270F.
Yeah, that should be enough, right? And there we have my tiny 500. Oh my god, this it wasn't that long ago I dusted this, because you can see I don't have any more slots for memory, right? So we have to replace them. But that's the plan now then. To now you'll see looking at yourself. Let's turn that thingy off. So thanks for typing it in chat. The glass. Let's move the glass. So, let's see. Yeah, so I had a raid on an old computer probably 20 years ago.
Short
raid
Sleeved
5.
Ensemble says. Best viewers on Weblink. Panatone
They
says.
find up new spellings for
best.
those all the time, right? Yeah. So here we have the motherboard. Well, okay, I can have your cookies.
Oh, a motherboard. Keep talking nerdy to me.
So they have a bit less dust on their images. I don't know why. I'm just scrolling the pretty pictures. So here we have DDR4 3866.
Ha 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 ha, a bit less dust on their images.
Yeah, a bit less dust. We'll have to fix that. Not the other way around, right? Yeah. So this is a i7 something, right? So it's not new. It's kind of old. Let's scroll way down. My god, how much can they have on one little page? Look, this is crazy. Who wants to read all this? 7th generation is what I have then. And 6th generation. Yeah, so we're not getting a better processor in there. It's not like 7th and whatever up. Not that that would make much change. But we're getting more memory, right? Because then my VMs will probably be happier. And if we use this as a VM server later. So many images. So, where was the one I was reading on here? So, DDR4, 3866, right? We can remember that probably. And 4 times. How does it mean 4 times? So yeah, there's also 2 M2 slots. We have one free if we wanted to. I was thinking of getting one, but then I got this one from a martial arts trainer. That's nice. Let's see. He works at IT in a school, and they were like, so I don't know if it's usable even, really, you know. It's an SSD. They might not live forever. Not that I would trust the hard drive more, but all my hard drives have some kind of smart error because they're secondhand from. So, just a second. Yes. Hey.
Fire up Crystal Disk Info and see the health of it.
VR Mechatronics says. Hi again.
Jag tänkte bara att det finns ju Discord både för datorn och det finns Discord för telefonen. Och jag vet inte vilket som är lättast. Men det är ju
Panatong
som-
says.
Jag pratar ju i min
Yo,
telefon
VR.
som jag pratar i
Translated
telefon.
from Spanish.
Och jag kan ställa om mellan hög
VR Mechatronics says. Panatong hi.
So that was my kids' meeting. I got involved and had to book a new time and things like that. So couldn't hear very well what she said there. So let's continue. Welcome in VR. We're just looking at my current motherboard, so that's why we have an old one up. So to get new memory for this one, yeah, like I'm like text specs. This is what I want, not just all the data on images. And it's in Swedish. Okay. So here's about the memory. 2-channel memory architecture. And as we saw, my memory had lights on them. Why do people do that? I don't
But
get
this
it.
is for quad-core processors.
This is my computer I'm currently streaming on. So, system, but it's this one. This is the processor name. So, i7-77. That's what it is. So you can also look at the number of cores, you know, in the device manager. We can look at it. I started device manager yesterday. It should be up here, right? So we were looking at the new device when we plugged this in, if we got anything. Was it this one? Maybe that we connected. And we didn't get the device. So
I had the
we'll have to
same
fix that.
i7-7700T in 2016 year. In 90X.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, in ITX. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. So you're saying you had this 8 years ago. Yeah. So here's the processors. So we can see all the different cores here. So it's 8 on that one.
Now I use Ryzen 9 16 cores.
Yeah. So whatever, let's find a memory for it, right? Because we want to change this number here to be a little better. And I don't know really why it's only 32. I think it's a tiny amount of memory, but I clicked already here, right? So we know now we're looking for DDR4. And we want what could it do? How much memory? You should be able to say that too in the information, right? Max 64.
You need 2x32 GB in dual rank.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking, you know, that might not work. Maybe it's maximum 64 total sum of these 4 slots. So it's not detailed enough here for me if it's 64 per slot or maximum total. I would read this as a total maximum of 64, really. But I want more information.
Yes, total 2 Chanels.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It says 4 times DIMM max 64 gig. So it doesn't say exactly what it does. Memory. Yeah, so I want more about memory. So one of my
On
first
Chanel
jobs
can
was
upper
actually
64 gigabytes.
answering this kind of yeah, probably, but I want to know for sure, right?
Canatong says.
I don't want to buy it.
Same, I use Ryzen 9.
I don't want to buy it and regret it. That's what I don't wanna. So I want more information.
VR Mechatronics says. But need dual rank.
Yeah, so my old motherboard had 4 times instead. So you need 4 of the same. but it's dead, the motherboard. So I can just look later, but just see approximately the size of it. So if we do like 2 times 32 here, right? So this would be the optimal, and we could just assume it is like this, but let's say this is my old computer. We don't need the best, and this is Kingston. Though that is not the right speed, is it? So let's double check again what it said. So it can do different ones. So from 3866 to 2133.
Panatong says.
I have some old 1 and 2 GB sticks if you want M.
You know, I could always put some glue on them, right? So we can like build a tower of RAM. Won't that work? Maybe. We just have to use some magic. So anyway, so we saw from this one here, let's see, it says 1600 megahertz.
Panatong plus Superglue XD.
Yeah,
Panatong
yeah,
says.
Superglue.
I should totally do that. I have so much crap in my office.
Yeah, so the other stream I got out my old like tiny boxes of old DIMMs. I might have Sims somewhere even. That was long ago. Yeah, so I have them still for my old computers. You know, I have an SFF here that I'm thinking we'll turn into a server. So that's probably the honeypot. Let's make a honeypot of that one. And we'll have to see what memory we can. Maybe we'll do that now, but we don't have a lot of time. We have like an hour. Should we build a computer that'll be a honeypot now? What do you think? And this is kind of done. We just have to decide. These are kind of like the same price range. And I really don't care if they have LEDs on them. Which is like such an odd thing to put on memory. So they're like the same price range here, all of it. And I don't think the speed is that. I mean, it's an old processor, it's an old motherboard. We just want something that's more memory, right? And that's not broken, of course. It might be. Yeah, I don't think that my other crashes of Discord, OBS, and VMware. Those are the bad guys that crash. And I don't think the reason is that my memory is bad. So it would be more general then, right? So before stream it crashed when I was loading a new VM and I had Discord on. That's like 100% failure now. But you know, it's possible, very possible with those two. Discord makes the whole computer like very crashable. Let's just continue. So I'll just get the camera back on, and we'll play with some hardware, right? So should I possibly eat before first 17.2? I don't know. So I have some stuff on top of it, so it'll take 2 seconds to get the box. With some stuff I mean like tiles. And I have to see which computer. I have two. I have a Dell and I have a ThinkCenter. Okay. So let's take the opportunity to clean, of course, too. I'm just getting this out of the way. We don't have that much time. So, but this is good to move. So, actually, we have a power cord. Do you think we'll need this? VGA. HDMI. So I'm making a big pile for the cleaning later. If that's okay. So
VR Mechatronics says. But it not make sense upgrade 4x32 better is 2x64 GB.
What? Not make sense upgrade 4. The reason is that I might want to upgrade more. And if I fill all 4 slots, then I can't upgrade more. So I might want to buy 4 times 64, right? That's what I'm thinking. So here we have, oh, AC adapters. I even have a monitor on this here. Oh, right. I think we used it for something. So now let's start with comparing these. So there's 2. My God, I need glasses. This is horrible. Why do my eyes fail me? Windows 7. So Windows 7, very Linux friendly, right? And this one is Windows 7 too. So we have 2 SFF machines. Let's see which one is best. They have an old screen over there in case we need it. So 2 Windows 7 ones. I'll probably need these more, right? So we're starting the Honeypot project right now. So Pentium inside. So this one is so can I reach my keyboard? ThinkCentre A70. How old is it? Okay, 2016. No, A70, not M. It says 2010 on here, right? So this is not the right thing. Why did it pop that up? Sometimes it's just odd. M series. When it's called A70. So let's just look at this instead. I just want some basic specs. And then we'll make sure we can install Debian maybe.
But 4x64 is possible only UCC.
Okay. Possibly, right? Let's see. I can just call them, or something. That's the best way. And that's what I was saying. One of my first jobs was answering calls on Compaq about that kind of thing first, and then we had, of course, real support calls too. Then servers and stuff. This was my start of my IT journey. So what am I scrolling for, really? I just want the basic list. What's in this? Let's actually type specs here. I just want some specs, please. C. So types. 7844 is a type of this one. So now we're getting somewhere. So this is just another form factor there. Specs. Why? So I don't want documentation, obviously, then apparently at least. So let's look at this. This is what it looks like. So, and where's the type? So anyway, we have a quick specs list here. And yeah, so my shoulder is not happy when I move this much stuff. It's a bit heavy. It's also called K1G. So we could add that to the search. Maybe we'll find something. Type K1G. Diagnostics. Here are docs here. So I guess that I should really find where guides and manuals. Parts. If we look at parts, will we see the processor? What do you think? Nah. There's some more. Product home. That's probably where we were, right? Guides and manuals. I almost clicked that before. This is crazy that you can't see simple specs. Just a simple specs list. Manuals. Yeah, so it's kind of old. It's 2010. Let's just go on the date. Let's check the other one. So this is a Dell Let's see if Dell is more friendly to finding stuff. Should have been showing you when I was Googling, right? So DO4S S001, and it's a Dell Optiplex 3010 SFF is a name. Ah, 3010. So 3010, and it's an SFF, of course. Then tech information sheet. Oh. So where we have the SFF here. So this is not really specs either. So if we didn't just have one in front of us,
JRC2313 says, go to support.dell.com and enter service tag.
Yeah, but I think it doesn't work with computers that are like 15 years old or something. I actually worked a quick bit on Dell. I went to an interview and they were like, you can start working there now. I'm like, okay, but I'm still applying for jobs. So if I don't have any time to stop working here, then I can do it. So let's do the service code then. Here's it. This is probably newer than when I worked there. Let's go Dell. Let's go Dell for it. So yeah, so support. Let's go your. You can do URLs, by the way. I'm thinking that won't work, but we'll try, right? So support probably, and if we do like warranty stuff, it will definitely ask us for a service tag. Yeah. So 44. C1. Well, let's see if we can find it. Oh, I did. So this is from 2014, so it's 4 years newer than the other one. No, this is when the warranty stops. So it doesn't say when it's from. Information, please. See if this can help. So we're still looking just for specs. We don't want any software, we don't want anything else. Product specifications. Yeah, this is software, right? I don't care about software. I'm gonna change the software. I want to know the hardware. So of course, if there's BIOS updates, you know, for these old stuff, we could of course do it, but
there was hardware there too.
There was hardware. So where do we have hardware? Well, this is just software. Well, okay, hard drive memory. Yeah, thank you. I just skipped past it. It's very odd to have it like this.
Yup, search there.
Yeah, so we have, it had 8 gigs and firmware hard drive. I've changed stuff in this, definitely, right? So, it's mostly the processor. Core i3 level. Could this be an i3? I doubt it's that good. Should we just start it, right, instead? So, it actually has HDMI, so we can just put our HDMI converter in, and we're good to go. So, oh, let's see. We can plug it into the computer. So here's my camera converter cable. We have a limited amount of time today, but we still have time. I mean, we can't go all night, just 50 minutes. So I'm plugging it in where I usually have my microscope. On that HDMI here. Let's see. So we won't be able to use the microscope at the same time now, because that's an easy solution, right? And then we need power. Where did I put the power cable? Very far away. So a gray one. Let's open it and see that we actually have some stuff in here first. So where's the thingy? There's a thingy to make it open, right? Or just power? No, maybe it's not like that. It kind of looks like it though. No, I don't think so. It's too resistant there. So anyway, there's the hard drive here. So yeah, I'd really like to open it there. So I think we'll have to remove the front first. So there. I would like to see the rest of the motherboard, but it kind of looks like this is this is it for. So lots of dust. I can see it this way probably. Let's pull that out again. So that's really much darker. So can this thing see what I can't? Too dark. We need light. So why not turn on the light? So I'm sure there's so easy ways to open this, and I'm just not pulling the right things. So this feels like, yeah, there. And this thingy is kind of holding onto the hard drive. But it has these kind of snappy thingies here. Let's just... yeah. Ouch. So my shoulder isn't very happy with me. So by the way, I love the power supplies for these. They're very slim.
But for what use it? Is for server?
Yeah, for a so how did they do that there? As a honeypot server, do you know what a honeypot is? It's a server that has a lot of ports open and can take in traffic, but it's not actually having those services that it's showing us it has, you know? So it's like a trap for bad guys trying to exploit systems, and they will just try and exploit something that's not actually what they think it is, right? So so what I'm trying to find is a memory, okay? I'm trying to find the memory, and it must be underneath there. And I think it's supposed to be openable easily. So maybe we'll just look at this page and actually see there. So this one easily removed, but what's the next step? There we have a handle, right?
Maybe use router with 4-core CPU.
Oh, I found it. So, there. We have it. I was assuming it was underneath here, you know, the memory, because otherwise where would it have been? So, now we can look at it. And we don't have a microscope. But it's 2/4. I might have more. Not that we probably need it, but why not? Gosh, those are dirty, but I probably need them still, right? So the text on the memory. These are 4. And these are also 4s. I don't think I have anything bigger than. It says GB there. Do you know what this is? Come on, zoom. Focus. You can do it. I don't know why it suddenly stops focusing, and if I click it, I can focus it, but it's 128 megs. That's these are 1, and these are 2s, and those are 4s. So 4s, I might have already switched in it, but I didn't have anything bigger. Maybe it couldn't do bigger anyway, but that was a base what it had to start, right? You never know. So now we know it has 2 4s. Let's just put it back in. So there. And then we turn that one over. Yeah. So
I use 2 routers and 1 fake operating system, with 1 simulate gaming computer for.
oh. So I think it's all tight again. And this is the wrong side for the front. Let's put the front in the front. So if we need a read-write DVD player, yeah, I think these go after the bottom. So I did the wrong order. Oh, that's dusty. Whatever. So the top, I think I just put it here. Oh, over there. So, and some power. And we'll need keyboard and mouse. So it's starting. And we'll see if we're getting an image here, we'll see. So, okay, yeah, so when I was using this one, I turned the camera off, thingy off. Might not be started. Keyboard. I haven't pressed the button, by the way, so it's not odd if it doesn't start. I just thought I heard it start. So, and it's new enough not to have PS2 at least. Oh, yeah, so this might be a working computer. Let's see, keyboard is enough, right? I could always plug in my mouse if I need to. So these make my hair itch. Oh, look, it's starting. Something is starting. Something is starting. It has the right date even. So, I'm just gonna put a preview on that screen so I can see it. Let's microscope. I can make this more full screen like that. Or I can even, no, that's the only one I have. Whatever. I want to be able to look you in the eyes, guys, right? So, oh look. What did I use this one for? This is interesting. So, since I'm logging in, you know, let's not have anything here. I was actually going over there. And the only way for me to see that and you not to see it is for me to do a preview. So I just want to make sure what's on there before we totally kill what's there. So it won't have any network, right? So I'm thinking, what computer is this? Where did it come from? Obviously, I have like reinstalled it. Oh, that's great. I managed to get it up, I think, to see. Yeah. I know what this was for, I think. I think I put this downstairs. Yeah, we've used this for playing videos. So let's close studio mode. So we don't have networking, right? And I don't have the mouse connected, but I was going to. Should I make the effort to actually get a mouse? I remembered we just put this in the drawer the other day. It might be suitable when you have two things next to each other. So it's always annoying to have to try moving one mouse and then nothing moves, and then you move the other one, you know, and they bump into each other. Now we just have a trackball for one of them. So trackball. And I can't see anything when you're not seeing it. So we have a mouse, and this mouse that I see on top of that is for the other thing. So let's actually... Oh, this is odd. So this mouse is from the 90s. For trackball. Microsoft thingy. So I think we would want to see the full thingy for this. So this... I should have used my other HDMI adapter, but I have it in a drawer, you know, this is good enough, right? I just want to make sure I don't have anything on this hard drive or anything. I think this is just installed. There's some manuals for the camera, old stuff. So this is just a serial for the installation. Oh gosh, now I'm trying to use the wrong mouse on the wrong screen. You know the thing. So let's hop over there. And I'm gonna go back to the microscope, and I'm gonna open the file called like in bookkeeping, right? It's opening photos very slowly. The image has been removed because this was in quick access. I'm trying to translate Swedish Windows here. So this, let's see here. I'm just checking the data. So I don't think there's anything on this to save. So users in Swedish too. My name, Sophia, and my kids, Linus. And I don't have permissions to open his folder. So this might have been, my kid might have used, but I don't think he's ever had a non-laptop. And there was obviously low. Oh, now I know. Now I know. We had this we have, you know, a Harry Potter cupboard under the stairs, and I have this there. This is where this has been. That's why I was like, which computer is this, you know? So that's why it has Windows. Yeah, I think someone tried to play Fortnite on this once. Let's just close everything down. And so stop studio mode, not stop streaming. So I'm going for the keys. It's much quicker. Let's take the opportunity. I'm using Control Escape because I don't see the start menu. It wants to update. Right, where did I put my network wire? Here. So now we have a selection. Should we do? I could do Kali quickly because I have it already. Or we could do Debian, and then we have to download get files, put it on a USB stick or something. Kali I could do in 5 seconds. So let's do Kali because it's quick, right? It's still Debian. It's still Debian. So we just have to find the right one. That one was a Windows 10. This one doesn't say. So it might be in my backpack too, because I'm supposed to have one. So let's go to System. And I have the same background on this one too. About. So here we can see that actually was correct, the web page, and that we have 8 gigs. And we're running Windows 10 Pro on this poor computer. So let's give it some Kali instead. What do you think, Kali, Debian? Let's see if I can find that memory stick. If I can't, it's not relevant. So here we have Kali, and as long as this can boot on the stick, which I'm kind of assuming, as it's this new at least, this might be too good a computer to just do that on, but I think it's about the exact size, the specs we want for it. It's probably good enough. What size was the hard drive really? Let's just check the hard drive. We could replace it quickly, but probably not worth it. So let's just see how big it is. Yeah, so it's a 500. That's good enough. So, so I'm kind of thinking we'll just install stuff on Linux, right? Yeah, here it says the cozy room in Swedish. So it's a cupboard under the stairs. We had lots of pillows, and there's still pillows and mattresses and toys, like soft toys and stuff there. So I should probably clean that out now when my kids are 14 and 16. So all of this is just nothing. Let's just close it down. Shut down. Bye bye Windows. Hello, Linux. We need to plug in the network cable though. So I'm just trying to find the right USB direction. I'll be for give me 5 minutes there. Give me 5 minutes to find the right direction of the USB. So I'm getting the network. So we're going to download the newest version. That's why we need network. So I'm trying to plug this upside down too. The tiny plastic bit, you know, that keeps it in is fell off this. There. So it's time to clean my desk again. By the way, let's actually update the focus of this so it's actually focused instead, right? Time to boot. And hop back to Microscope, which is currently this screen. So let's see if we have to click anything. Yeah, graphical install, please. Very nice. So the other older computers, such a mess. You know, you have to go into BIOS and change it and stuff. This is modern enough, an i3. Very much good enough for this. So we want English. Time zone we'll have to do other because there's not Europe there. And I think you can type there. So I think it's the same here with yeah, it doesn't exist, so you just select something, right? And keyboard, we want Swedish, because otherwise the keys won't work, right? So I know it's kind of quick to install Kali. I'm thinking minimal now, right? The most minimal one. And I'm thinking I don't have lots of time anyway, because I need to make some food for me and my kids before the course starts at 17 and it's like 16:37. So what should the name here be? Let's not do Kali, right? Maybe we shouldn't even have Kali installed. It should be Debian instead. But this is just for fun, right? This is a test. It doesn't have to be perfect. We can redo it when we know what we really want, right? So we can put this outside. Outside my firewall. We could add another firewall and put this one in between. Maybe that's easiest. And just throws the most crappy stuff at this one. Although Portrait is open, in other words, right? I can't see anything because of my face is in the way. So I'm still thinking hostname Kali for a honeypot. So what should we call it? Like economy. Just a stupid name, right? It's not Kali at least, right? Oh, maybe we should actually fill this in. No, I'm leaving it for now. So I'm calling everything economy. So a password that cannot be guessed. Let's do one that I will remember, but that's everybody want to remember or know exactly. So not a secret one, but not a easy guessable one. Special characters and stuff. There. So it's always nice to replace Windows with Linux, right? It's a special satisfaction to overwrite the partitions. Let's just do the automatic. And 500. We want one partition. And finish. And we have to actively approve that. So, were you here when we tried installing, was it a Red Hat from 20 years ago or something, on the older one, the other computer? And it was a mess. And we tried all my old boot CDs that we just have on the desk now since the cleaning. So, let's see here. So Hiren's boot CD 8.3. You can't see, it's too bright light. There. Windows ME boot disk with Ghost Walk. Fixin' said. Oh, this is old stuff. Start this Ghost. Oh, 2003. Windows 8 Enterprise with a key on it. These are, you know, I had the subscription from Microsoft with all the CDs, so that was a backup. Diablo 2. Data from floppies, and there was actually a floppy here, though it's. So, I think that's an assembler.
Agent 57 says, they are relics from another time.
Yeah. So let's plug this floppy in and see what's on it. Wait a sec. Where's my floppy drive? But I'm kinda sure this is an assembler.
I have a few floppy disks too.
I actually have a USB floppy drive, so we could try it, but I'm not sure it would start. So, how are you today? Hope you're great.
How is your day going?
Yeah, it's great. We did the Advent of Cyber, and then we put my new 20 tera drive plugged into the computer, but I need to mess with the setup.
On CD too.
Oh yeah, lots of old stuff on CDs. So it's a thing. Do I just throw them out, you know? Or look at this.
20 TB drive. Wow.
Adobe Creative Suite 5.5. Yeah, so I just got it in the mail the other day, and it was just in cardboard, so I'm just hoping it's I mean, packaging. My AliExpress stuff, they're better packaged. Much better. So they have like bubble wrap on tiny plastic thingies. So I need to help my kids a bit. They're knocking. Let's see. Yeah. So that was like all the CDs. Let's hop back to this.
Fingers crossed.
And I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go check my kids. Är det dags för lite spagetti och köttfärssås? There. Yeah, so my kid wanted some help with the food. Alright, so this is an important stage. Do we want UI on this? Why would we want it? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking not, right? So, what's the name of that honeypot that we were talking about? It's like teapot, right? Teapot is a simple one. So...
What are you setting it up for?
This. So I'm thinking... We have a few old SFF computers and stuff lying around here, so right, why not just... I can put these on the wardrobes downstairs and it'll just warm the house up a tiny bit. So, and I'm thinking the easiest is probably to put a second firewall, our normal firewall, this computer, a second firewall, and split the traffic to whatever this wants, you know, what ports are open. And that we're not using, of course. So, and let's just waste the port on our Minecraft server, right? it'll be much harder to find it. Not that anyone is allowed in. So yeah, what I'm thinking is this has graphical stuff, right? But is it on the machine, or is it just it's a server? Do we need GUI stuff? I prefer servers not to be graphical, right? Though we could always connect graphically too, but why would we need it? So I'm sure it's just web stuff, right? So, by the way, let's see what they say about installation. So, what are the requirements? Do they have like some kind of requirements? Because we don't want to install more than we need to. And I just selected Kali because I had it on the USB, okay? So it would have been kinda easy to get something else, but I don't want to overwrite this USB. Overwrite my Windows 10 one. System requirements. Running on hardware. Only limited supported distros. This is kind of what we're looking for, right? But I'm assuming that Debian and Kali are okay. So Debian is okay. Yeah. So that it happens to be Kali doesn't matter that much, I think. Can't imagine it being a problem. Why am I scrolling down and like the full file? Yeah, kind of looked like that. So why did I open it in a new tab? So if we just click here, we hop a bit, and this is for Debian. So I would have preferred to have a clean Debian, but if we do Kali with no GUI, so we could also use our Raspberry Pi 4 8 gigs that. But I was thinking then we would like first of all, when I was going to install it, the SD card died, right? That's why I didn't do this earlier. So I had to get a new SD card. And it was a 200 gig SD card. It was just poof. And it's right over here because I'm gonna have to look what happened. Let's see. Here. So I have two readers. So this card is dead. And we have to see if we can confirm that it's actually dead in some way. The software to burn the Raspberry Pi images says it's dead, so put it into something else too, some simple hardware. See what happens. So here's clone the GitHub repo, so I'm kind of just looking for anything graphical here, right? I can't imagine it uses graphical. And of course we could change our minds later and add stuff, right? Let's just go back here. And it's like falling asleep. So no desktop environment. Nice. We can just uncheck everything. So we have a basic machine. So we do have keyboard and mouse connected, meaning we don't really need SSH or anything like that, right? And these are not that kind of tools anyway. what is this, like Metasploit and stuff, right? So, color with nothing. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like. So, say bye to the mouse and the graphical image. Well, maybe we need the mouse for something anyway. Yeah, so time is flying by and it's 5 minutes to 17. I'm gonna to start my calendar here. And I'm gonna click Active Defense and Cyber Deception with John Strand and click the Zoom link. And we'll see what happens. Probably I should start this. Let's start Twitch. So yeah, so I'm getting the login. Type your name, right? So I'm gonna prepare this. There. The right mouse. So it is ready. It's ready for me to just do it. And we can see when it starts on Twitch. And I'm thinking we're gonna raid them, right? And they're awesome to enable raids. So hopefully hopping into Andysiphon's Twitch here. And this is the second day of their course.
Increase
here.
our ability to observe so that we can.
So yeah, so I watched this since I stopped streaming after 17 yesterday. I watched it, but this version wasn't as good. The quality was better on Zoom, so I'll do Zoom today. So we have the first day here available if anyone wants to see it, and you can hop into their website and get some kind of paper that you did the course if you click there. But it's a pay what you can, meaning you can pay if you want to, but you don't have to. So let's just hop this up so it's ready. So I'll notice when they go online. Twitch recap just dropped. Oh, we have something to do. See your recap. This is like what did I use or something, right? So, okay, so there's several recaps. So what streams did I view? Let's see. Hours watched 2,810 days. It's not every day. Those are some weekends. So yeah, I don't watch gaming and stuff, right? Some people might have raided someone though. Yeah, look. Oh, we have to tell Theo. I watch Theo the most, and then we have Winros, Security Live, Elhasred, and
VR
Kimmy
Mechatronic
Sky.
says. Recap.
Yeah, it popped up when I clicked Twitch. It's a yearly recap. So I've sent 18,000 chats. I'm not the quiet one, right? Top emotes. Oh, I love my heart. And then it's Johannes ones. And this is Kimmy Sky's heart with a cat. When her cats passed away a few months ago. So I've gifted one sub. Okay. So, well, let's look at the streamer one too, right? So I've streamed 950 hours. 236 streams. And those are like tiny cuts when the stream glitches. So they're not that short, my streams. 170 days. 77 days, apparently. I can't speak. Hours watched. Okay. So, and here we have IRL and fitness and health too. Did I go into just chatting sometime? Apparently it seems so. Okay. So our top number of viewers were 176. That's nice. Go to Moti. Yes, I haven't changed them at all. I don't think so. 46 other chats. Oh, so this one is used most, but it's not a lot of times. So hello there, people. The bot. Oh, we streamed together once. Okie dokie. Let's just hop back to the normal one. I was just wasting time here while the installation is going, okay? And seeing if these guys. This is where the recap was. But it's past start time now. So that'll probably pop up soon, and then we'll try to raid them. So I can't raid before it's there. Let's look at what. Yeah, so we're getting stuff. We're actually needing to do some more stuff here. So only operating system on this computer. So if so, it should be safe to install the grub bootloader onto your primary drive. UEF partition boot record. Warning. If your computer install grub bootloader primary drive, yeah. So let's just continue. And you need to make a newly installed system bootable by installing the grub bootloader on bootable device. The usual way to do this is to install the grub to your primary drive. UEFI partition boot record. You may instead install grub to a different drive partition. So I'm not really reading, am I? I'm like just half waiting here. So we only have one drive. This is just a USB stick. So why do I even read? It's not like we have to, oh, which drive was it? So these I only need when I'm like trying to read tiny letters on computers on RAM sticks, right? So we're installing grub. Soon. Yeah, so this has been installing from the net online, the downloading stuff, right? But it was quicker than I thought because I did uncheck everything. So I should have looked earlier. We didn't have to look at all that recap stuff. So installation is complete. It's time to boot your new system. So let's remove the installation media and click continue to reboot. It's kind of nice to have it plugged in like this to HDMI to the computer, right? So we can see the test screen, and then we see the dial, and then we might see the test screen again. Welcome to Grub. We didn't have to. So we like this. So I think this computer will be perfect for its purpose. Though one thing I would like, economy login. We called it something that was not Kali. Economy. No, I did use a good password. Right. Since it's a honeypot, you know. Might even make it better than that. So, this is a minimal installation of Kali. You likely want to install supplementary tools. Learn how. So, we unchecked everything. Right? We still have keyboard. We didn't. So, these are my normal keys. So yeah, what's wrong? So these keys are in the right spots, but these are the Swedish letters. And let's see, do we have this in the right spot? Yeah, everything is in the right spot, but it can't type the Swedish letters. But they're... You see what we get? The size of the text is a bit tiny too. But I guess we'll live with that, right? So... So my keyboard is not stable. Maybe you hear it going back and forth here. So we're in... Yeah, I see other characters that are odd. So... But this is my first test to install Kali like this. Maybe we should do Debian instead. Because it's like meant for it, you know. Kali is not meant to be this way. So maybe I want to do Debian just to have a better one. But this was anyway fun, right? We have this machine. This SFF here is now running Kali with nothing else on it. But those keys, that's a problem. Let's see if we can fix that. But it's the right keyboard. It's just that it's not showing the right keys, right? So if we go back here and we look at the actual prompt, I can't point at it with anything, but economy, and then there's this square character, a space, economy. That looks odd too, right? So I'm kind of thinking Debian would be nice. I was thinking Debian from the start, but then, you know, we could just go for the repo. The thing is that this hasn't started yet. Maybe it has and I'm not updated. That's the wrong keyboard. So, maybe it did start. No, it's still showing the old one. So I wanted to read them. So it's also saying this will begin soon. I did click the join the webinar now, so then I'll get a hint. So yeah, let's go to the where is it? What's this? Here it is. Yeah, so let's put this last. So let's clone the repo, right? It's not like we can copy it to the other one, but we can type. We can do this a million times, you know, it doesn't matter. So let's just type here. And I'll see if I can put the cable was underneath the keyboard. That's why I was going back and forth. So let's do git and clone https // github.com It's a very odd position of the keyboard, so it's not going quickly here. And telecom, security, T, pot, CE, and follow. We're doing it in the wrong place, you know. I don't care for this. I will redo this anyway, right? Username. Okay, yeah, it needs it to just get started. Git doesn't want to play if you don't put stuff in. Let's see if I can type. No, let's do the that's my old address. Let's do this one. Password. No, we don't need to log in. You don't need to authenticate just to clone a repo. That's odd. Why would you want that? Yeah, so of course I'm not gonna put my Git stuff in here. What I would usually do would be to create a new key and put it in the GitHub. But we're not doing that for this. Why can't we clone it? Right? You should be able to clone it with no creds. Well, let's do an update, right? So before we like kill this machine and do something else, let's see if it fixes the keyboards just to update it. There's actually packages. Okay. I kind of thought it did all of it. Yeah, so the keyboard 15 centimeters over the desk is not a hit. So let's just approve everything. I'm kind of sure that it downloaded stuff while it was running. But maybe it didn't. I did last time I did it. So I might have miscalculated when it started the stream, because it should already have started then. Oh god. But this is a keyboard thing. Let's actually go for the full screen here. So we have the microscope there, and I could remove the corners, but I don't think that would help. It's such thin letters. The screen is too bright. Yeah, that's correct. And I think this is like the last update too, right? Because I recognized doing this the other day. So maybe it got reasonably lots of updates, but not like everything. The latest days of updates. So I don't want this tiny text. Let's just check my filters. It wasn't on the source. There. I'm just gonna fix one thing more. There. Now we have a chat and all the things. So. So, I didn't expect this much updates. Can we see any special characters that look odd? Or will it be better after a little reboot? Possibly, even. By the way, while it's doing its thing, this is boring to wait, right? And let's get Debian. This is even harder typing. Oh, that was caps I pressed. Okay. So on the other side of the computer instead. Let's move these keyboards. There. There. So now we can type. Now we have double keyboards there.
I wonder how much different specializations there are in IT and how much you need to know so that your head doesn't explode and at the same time have a job.
I think you might need to have an interest in the area, but I know you do, so then your head won't explode. So let's go for Debian here. So just checking that you can actually see what I do.
Hope GPT is.
So let's download. We want the basic one. Oh, no. I want to set what image I download. So NetInst. I think this is a tiny one, small. I can see I've done this one before. Or maybe this is the one that we automatically got. Yeah, but that's good. We want a small and we have network, so let's just go for it. Yeah, it was the one, it has default. So now we have to solve the practical hardware issue with finding another USB stick if we want to do it. But I haven't given up, right? And this will even fit on my tiny hard drive. So I need to later tonight to start the computer and fix this, right? So now we have 27 gigs free on C. That's a problem. But this is almost done. So we have the ISO down. The problem is really that it's an ISO, right? So let's overwrite the Kali one and I'll get a new Kali because it's not updated, right? This is months and months. So you can get a new Kali afterwards. Do I have a USB slot free anywhere? Let's do this one. So now it says Linux there, right? So It's still correct. I didn't type Cali. So I think I have Belina here. Should we scroll? Fresh from
Today my
file.
accountant wrote that the city withheld my tax, which they should have paid to the tax office. Because I work for
Oh.
city. This is almost like politicians' repression due to origin.
Ooh. That's not good. Very odd, very odd. So, do you feel that you're like getting a lot of bad treatment from where you're from? You said before that something about because you're a Polish man you couldn't do whatever, you know, in Denmark. I think Danes are even more. Sweden is getting like. I think it's horrible that a very racistic party has got some power in Sweden now. But it's not like in other countries, at least. So it's still not like they're in the ruling bit of it. Officially. They're unofficially. So much bad politics now. So how hard is it for people to understand that everybody is just the same? All people are the same, independent of where they're from or what they look like, and you know, whatever. It's so odd. I don't get it. So we're gonna get the file here. So it's in downloads, of course. And is it called Debian? Debian. This keyboard tab. So let's type Debian. So let's open the image. Select the target. So we. Oh look, the hard drive is actually here. I didn't create a partition. Now we have to switch focus for a bit, right? Am I stupid or what? I didn't create a partition. So I think it will find a disk. Discord is all it found. So no.
Yes, the city withheld money that they should have paid to the tax office as an employer. That's legal, the accountant said.
Yeah. So, the hard drive was actually detected. I was kind of just assuming that I hadn't set the options in my BIOS. So I needed to go in there, and since I just restarted quickly, it might actually have worked without the restart. Oh, that's so stupid. I'm like expecting Windows to say there's a drive here, it just doesn't have any partitions. It only detects partitions, right? Oh well. So you must initialize a disk before logical disk manager can. So let's just it's default. And then we can allocate. Officially 20, but actually 18.6. But of course this is 1024 mass. Because that's the best sounding for people selling. So no advanced stuff. I've never had this big a partition, let's say that. Yeah. H. Yeah, we want NTFS, we want, it can be called new volume, that's okay. So, I wonder if Panda left. He wanted me to reboot for this one. So this will not update, of course. But we have now the new drive. What I was most interested in at boot was if we got any smart errors or anything, and it didn't get that at least. So, but I kind of did a quick boot to just get the stream back up after the reboot. Yeah. So there's our drive that we getting to click here, right? This is why I found that it's connected, because this knows, of course. So we have Verbatim, storing Go USB, we have Debian image, so let's just flash that. Did it get black for you on stream when I approved that? I don't know. So, yeah, I'm trying to click something. There. It's a bit tired. Let's just leave it. It's not like we have to do several things at the same time now.
And I got a netto payment and 0 tax. Credibility to the country is nothing.
So they didn't deduct the tax automatically, so you had to do it yourself, but that's what you're saying. Then you got the money, they just didn't pay it in for you. So, was that it? So you got all your money, you just had to do more work, which is not correct, of course. But at least you got the money, I mean. Let's just check this. So, right. It is done. When it is done, I always run it again, just to also make sure that it did all the updates. You never know. Maybe you need a full upgrade. So, let's, oh gosh. Yeah, this keyboard obviously is a bit quick.
No, they made normal minus 4,000 on the salary and did not send this money to the tax office.
Oh look, we have double now. I clicked the wrong scene. Oh, let's fix that. There. So it's because I made it bigger. So economy login. So that's odd. But you're working on it, right? They can't just do that, so yeah, I remembered what I was going to do. No, wrong one. It scrolls automatically. There. So let's see. We still have the bad character there, where it says economy square space economy. And let's try the Swedish special letters. I'm typing on the wrong keyboard. Yes, so I'm thinking Debian is made for this, right? Cal is not. So now we have our finished complete. So it's there. We can just plug it in again. Let's just make sure that it is. So this is a printer that I don't have connected. So it is not here. So let's just, I think I have it set to just mount them at once. So why not? Why not? That's the wrong one, because we'll get double messages and double me there too, right? So there. And let's just first, actually, let's boot once. So let's give it the chance to boot. I unplugged the stick. So it looks like I have dirt on my nose. There's something on my screen. On my preview. So I'm like, this keyboard? We can use the same names for the Debian one. Yeah, so we still have the same problem. And I'm still typing on the wrong one. Yeah, so this is not what normal keys should look like. And Kali is not made for not being graphical, so let's do Debian instead. So I'm just killing it with a button, plugging in the USB stick, and we're starting it again. So now we will have the Debian installation instead, which is very similar. So graphical install. Yeah, it's not really very graphical, right? There's no reason why not to do it. So we want the language to be English, but we want to have another country there, and the keyboard, the little key, we can only set to, yeah, let's actually, if I go back from that, we still have the mouse connected. So configure the keyboard, choose language, So there's much more options here. So I've never had problems with the keyboard, really. So we want Swedish key map. We want to continue. So it is getting network, making sure it's please enter the host name. Debian is much more acceptable on a honeypot than Kali, right? Kali kind of reveals everything. But maybe we still do economy, right? I'm trying to remember to press the keys quickly. So yeah, now there'll be a root password. So can you hear what keys I'm pressing? So continue. It's time for some more economy. I think I should become a bit quicker every time I type it, right? Oh, I missed. We're not the same. It's because if I hold the keys down, it will double click, right? This keyboard is sensitive. Or bad. Whichever is the right thing. So let's just quickly this time. So guided, not the verbatim, all, finish partitioning, yes.
Agent 57 says, I'm sure she could see your password then.
Sorry, I have to check the chat. Yeah. I'm sure you could hear my password too, right?
We.
It's not a secret password. So it's one that I use when I don't want to have like password 123. But not a secret one. Oh, that flight that I've been trying to catch. Oh no. I put my thumb on it and I release and it just crawled on. It's so tiny. It's not really a fly. It's like a very tiny kind of flat. Whatever. It's gone again. No, it's up there.
VR Mechatronics says.
There, got it.
Yes, I work for the city, because in Denmark it is like this that if you want to work for a private company, the company has to pay you a month before you are hired and a month after you are fired. So,
Ooh. What? A month before you're hired? That can't be right. I can understand if you like get paid before you work, but then you work for those money that you got paid. But if you get paid both before and after, that's just odd. Very odd. So let's start getting data into the
if
new
not,
hard drive,
I have
right?
to pay myself.
It can't be right. Yeah, it can't be right. So my brain is revolting to that. Let's see, what data do we have? Here we have like streams and stuff. Stuff I'm thinking like, oh, I want to look at that later. Let's just take anything. Here we have the virtual machine for the actual, the one I'm doing today. So let's do this first. We don't need its check disk file though. So let's copy this here. So I'm not gonna trust this hard drive at once. Why? Because it arrived in a cardboard box and it's a hard drive and there was nothing soft around it at all. I'm like, what? I have a hard time trusting that. So let's just see which keyboard is which. Yeah, this is the one. So it's going to copy a lot of data. So I don't know. That's things. Then we can close that. and I'll test some of the things. I'll see what I'll find too. But I'm thinking to test the hardware, you have to put data on it first, right? But I'm copying, I'm not moving it. Right, I need to click here to get the microscope on the correct one. So it's still installing base system, but it's kind of far along there now. So my computer is working a bit in the background. What surprises me is that I have set on my calendar that the course should start at 17, but maybe it was the first day when it's like introduction stuff. It starts an hour earlier maybe, and then it's probably then 18 the next few days. So my kids, they're playing Minecraft, meaning I can just do stuff. So 2 simultaneous projects. No, it finished. Great. So now configure the package manager. Yeah, so we want, of course, Sweden because I'm in Sweden, and Debian Archive Mirror. Well, do I really have to set this myself? Will not sense which is the closest. It can just check which is the best connection. So everything is close to me. I'm close to Stockholm, you know. Well, not this first. This is in the north of Sweden. I'm assuming this is kind of here. This is Stockholm University. Let's just do FTP SE Debian.org. It's not like it's a big speed difference. If you need to use HTTP proxy to access the other word, no. Configuring APT. Selecting the installed software. So I'll probably get a menu soon. File 2 of 3. So I can hear the hard drive. And then I'm meaning the 20 tera drive. I can hear both. So it's not in the box yet, it's on the floor. We just plugged it in. Let's show you what it looks like. So here we go. Here's the hard drive. It's connected. There used to be an order in the wires, but not anymore. It's all a mess. Hello there. I can see you. So let's hop back to that. Configuring popularity. Well, it's not like this is a normal system, right? Yeah, so we have a very similar, right? Very, very similar. But we have a standard system utilities here, and we have also SSH server. This is a much nicer thing to check and uncheck stuff in. So let's do a SSH server, right? Because we don't want to bring it down from the shelf. And we want standard system utilities. And for Kali, we only had Kali tools. 10 top 10 tools or something. I don't think we had standard system utilities. If we did, then I unchecked it. Then I made a mistake, right? So the retrieving bit is not the slow bit.
Agent 57 says, "Oh geez, where'd it get you a t-shirt?"
Yeah, so I got a $10 off, or £10 off actually, which is more. Voucher on the previous event there. And then I paid for like freight.
That is
or
so
something.
cool.
Yeah, so then I think I paid like $8, 80 Swedish, something like that. So you have to have it when you do Advent of Cyber, right? Not every day though. That would be too much work. So sometimes. So let's just see.
So happy you got one of the t-shirts. They are so freaking cool.
On t-shirts, I got another one, and this one was totally free. I got this one from Anti-Siphon for just joining one of their free courses. So they even paid for the freight, everything. So it's a very nice material.
No way.
It's very nice, and it's a nice. It feels good quality, you know. So they had. I think it was 3 or 4 we could choose from. And there's also text on the arm here. So you can see the Black Hills InfoSec. So that's the company that does it. So that's cool. So I guess I'm waiting for the course here though. Let's go and check again to see if
That looks amazing.
yeah, it was a great one. This has a lot of colors, though I'm starting to get used to having t-shirts. I don't usually have t-shirts. I haven't had for years. So mine usually
I knew
have
I needed to be joining John
bigger-
Strand's courses.
Yeah. So I'm waiting here. You can just hop in, you know. And I really need to learn about all this ballooting stuff. I'm kind of thinking, is this the right one? But I think it's probably that it starts in like 12 minutes or something. It probably starts anytime now.
Goaku says,
Hello, what you working on with Debian?
We're going to make a teapot. So the plan is honeypot. So that's the plan. Yeah, so this one is still up. We can close that.
Green teapot. Lol.
Yeah. Or maybe pinkish or something. Also, we get pink honey from it. So I was going to hop over here to just check that it's not started. It still says day 1.
And in messing with the
And
attacker's
that's
ability
day
to
1. And if we hop over to chat, I remember last time I looked at one of these, it said day 2 sometime before, you know, they switch it. So hopefully this will just start going and we'll notice and we're going to read them when they start. So you don't have to hop over there. No. So let's hop over to Debian here. I'm doing it manually in OBS. Yeah, so we want grub to go on the primary. And there's only one.
Agent 57 says they do a lot of their training on Discord too.
Yeah, so the chat is really on Discord. So you need to open Discord too. If you're watching there, you can type. It's like sent on to Discord, but you know, you get these from Twitch, and yeah, it's better to be on. Also, there people send a lot of images and animations and stuff that you can only see in Discord. You can't see it. They just become links. So the chat is all filled with links if you look at Twitch, with all the images. So just join their Discord. So I'm not starting Discord before I stop streaming, or it will crash my computer. Maybe I don't want to take a chance. Maybe I should start using Discord in the browser instead. I guess it's the Discord app, which is just a browser, really, right? So that's probably what's not stable. Though when stuff crashed today for me earlier before I started streaming, it was actually Chrome that crashed. So, or it crashed too with other stuff. With VMware. So I'm gonna switch screen, but we're already on the right one. So installation is complete. Time to boot. Make sure to remove installation media. I'm sure it says underneath my face there. So continue. With the wrong mouse, I have to click with this one. Both are on top of it. My preview there. So it still says Linux here, so it used to be Kali though, so I'll have to get a new Kali image now. After we know it's working, I'm gonna get a new Kali for that. So I want to have a Kali ready for if my laptop has some problems. So after just booting Kali, you know, we can see what's similar and what's not. So, should I switch keyboards? So, economy. It's just saying economy, it's not saying honeypot, right? So, there. So, first of all, we have a proper add character. We can type these. This is the reason why we didn't go with Kali and just let it be Kali, because I don't think it wasn't really good enough. And this is also always annoying. But so, this time let's actually think where we want to clone the repo. So we have the repo over here and the installation instructions. So I guess we clicked this before.
Just got the notice that Anit Siphon have gone live.
Ah, okay, so they're going live. Yeah, we're getting the image here. So let's see if we can see them.
Day 2 is going live in a few minutes.
Yeah, in a few minutes. Okay, yeah, so it's not live yet, but now it says day 2 down here. So as soon as we get it up, I'm gonna raid. And we'll just continue next time, meaning tomorrow, and do the installation of the actual honeypot. And let's see if we'll probably have time to do the git clone command, right? And unfortunately I can't copy into a separate machine, and that's not connected anyway. So
Goaku says
It's too early to end stream, frown frown.
oh, you just got it, Goaku.
Agent 57 says
I'm
"Thank
not
you for the
ending
stream
yet.
and hope you have fun in the class too.
Yeah, you too. Have a great time there. See you there too, right? And hop into their Discord.
Goaku says
Yeah?
Yes.
So but don't
thank you.
hop to the Twitch stream before you get raided there, right? Hopefully we can raid. I'm not sure yet. we'll see. I gave them instructions on how to accept raids. So it wasn't possible. So now let's just see if we have time to type this before it starts. So git clone https github.com. Am I getting all the characters? Telecom security. Teapot.
Agent 57 says,
CE.
I will be lurking in the class but will be watching Liverpool versus Girona.
Okay, cool. So you have your priorities right there. Do you? Yeah. You have to do some fun stuff too. Though I wouldn't think that was more fun. That's the reason I don't. So, yeah,
Log
Git's not
says.
installed.
Football priority 1.
Yeah, so we need to sudo. So. Okay, there's no sudo.
Agent 57 says, football is
Yeah.
much more than a matter of life and death, haha.
So we'd also have a root on this one, so we can just log in as root. So, there. So, if they didn't have apt, that would be a problem. Didn't have sudo! Seriously, people. Isn't that part of the standard package? Administrator package. To have sudo on a Linux machine. Yeah, football. Yeah, so I prefer playing football, you know. And then I mean soccer, I guess, for some people. So now we have Git. And we're also root, so this is probably where we should have done this from the start.
Everybody coming in progress.
It's starting!
Welcome back to day 2
I'm gonna read.
of active defense and cyber
Soccer is a
deception.
swear word,
John
haha.
inspired me with my
So I can still hear them. I just muted them so you don't have triple audio or something. So let's go and that's actually the Zoom call, okay? That's the audio from the Zoom call. So we have to see here. Make sure that they're actually live. So this is the Restream bot is still on, but not. It says 4 viewers. It says offline. I'll start Discord and send a message and ask them about Twitch.
Yeah.
So they're talking
Except for you
random
do
stuff
it
now.
every now and then.
Except
but then,
I do.
you know,
every
you
once in
think
a
to
while.
yourself, I shouldn't be doing. Yeah. He doesn't have enough drama in his
So,
life,
let's
he
see
needs
here.
to take it out on strangers. On
So you hear in the Zoom call?
I love
You
the
can
Cheeto,
get into the Zoom if
cybersecurity
you
mug. That
go
looks
to their webpage.
completely legit.
Yeah, so I
And this
asked
is
in
the
Discord,
links I
how
talk
everybody
about,
enjoyed
you
the class
know,
yesterday,
but
so if y'all wanna
this is
let
just
us
the
know,
image in
the
Discord.
podcast, I'd love to hear what you have to say.
So,
But Nathan said, what I
we'll
learned
see
was
here.
we are all going to get hacked, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I should.
Yay! That was the
Quit muting.
news yesterday. Yeah, that's great.
Winner,
Yeah.
winner, chicken dinner.
Love that.
Security is a feeling.
So the Discord link is here.
It's all the feelings.
Yeah, so I'm muting it for now again, so there. Let's see here. Yeah. Are you online on Twitch? Let's see if it's online on YouTube, and we'll just hop over there instead otherwise. I like sending the link, right?
On our website, so you can always register and you'll get a certificate of completion. So that is the added bonus. So if anybody is joining us via the streaming platform,
Those certificate
if
completion
you
are
want
good for
to,
CPEs. So.
yes,
There we had
CPEs,
triple
like
audio or
that
something.
other student, I can't find his name, but that 52 CPEs, that's so freaking cool. I'm going to be messaging you in a minute.
So let's
Accept my
just.
DM. I'm going to slide up
I'm
in
sending
there,
this
so.
to chat.
I think with that, you know, now that I've made it super awkward, we should probably go ahead and get started. What do you think, Mr. Strand?
I think that's a fantastic idea. Let's do this.
So
All right.
let's hop
I
over
always hate when
there.
In the background.
And
I always hate
I'll
whenever I
do another
start
try
sharing my
rating.
screen, Zoom is like, I need to go
And if
put all
it
my
doesn't
stuff
work,
on the screen that you're sharing, so you can't see.
I'll just hop over there anyway,
So I have
right?
to reorganize everything. There we go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh my God, we're on slide 50. My slide's clearly reloaded. There we go.
Yeah, so their settings doesn't allow
I think
you
I'd
to
have all this
read.
ready before we
So
got
we
started
just
today.
hop over there.
You would be wrong in assuming that I am a well-organized
So,
and prepared individual. who doesn't
hopping over there
things till the very
manually.
last minute. But let's dive in.
And getting
first,
in that.
Am I using the right
So,
microphone? Yes, the right microphone.
bye bye
right
everybody.
speakers,
Thanks for
all of it's
today.
good.
See you
Alrighty,
tomorrow.
everybody. So yesterday we spent a lot of time talking about poison and venom. All right, like what is
Bye
the
bye bye.
difference
No
between
raid,
those two
manual
things?
raid.
Kind of
You'll
giving
have to
a little
click
bit
the
of a
link.
teaser, a little bit of a glimpse, breaking off with the preview, the remix. Oh God, I did an R. Kelly reference. That's not